Hey guys, what's up? It's the Chaos Prophet, and today I have Fortnite for you. Finally released from pre-order, and so I get to play it 4 days early, and I'm having a lot of fun. It's a really good game, and I just want to kind of do an overview. I was going to do the 3 best missions or main kind of missions to do to level up, and I guess I could explain that, but that's probably more for another video. And this is actually the beginning of the game and doing the tutorial, so it's just going to show you a little bit, and then I'm going to move into another thing where I'm just building and kind of defending for Lars, I think it is his name, I can't really remember, but it's we're defending his van, and that's actually one of the mission types that you have to do. Now, if you don't know what Fortnite is already, I don't know where you've been, if you've been under a rock or what, but it's a sandbox, fort building, defending, survival type game where you have to kill husks and build forts and defend them, and so that you can do your missions. And there's also a home base so that you can build up your home base and all this other stuff. I won't really go into the main story because it's basically you trying to save survivors because the end of the world came about, and there's only a couple hundred probably people left on the planet, and we have to band together to basically kill the husks and try to, you know, force them back because they just want to take over the world. But yeah, it's a very interesting game, and I really like it. I want to play it more. I'm going to be playing it more. I'm going to be streaming it after I do this video, more than likely, or at least tonight I'm going to be streaming it. But I'm having a lot of fun playing with my friends, and the defenses and the building and the crafting, and there's a whole RPG element to it, and it's just awesome. It's really good, and for 40 bucks, it's a great game, and it's supposed to be having like 500 hours of gameplay if you really want to think about it, because they're making this a free-to-play in 2018, and it's going to be amazing, but I don't think we know when that's actually going to come out, unless it's going to come out towards the end of 2018. But this is early access, it's the open beta, and so you can get into it for $40 for the cheapest amount, and it's just awesome. Right now I'm just collecting resources, building up a base with the other guys that I'm playing with, besides one of my friends. There's 2 other guys that randomly joined, and so I'm not sure if, I'm pretty sure you can play by yourself, but I can't find those in the settings, or if you have to do it before you join the game or what, but I think you can do it so where it's just 2 of you or whatever. But I am the constructor, and that's one of the guys that you get at first, and so I'm probably only going to stick to the constructor. I really like him, the fact that you can upgrade your walls, you can upgrade your actual little mini base that you have that you put over the base that you construct in these missions to make them more powerful, or to make them kill zombies, which they're called husks, or there's different abilities that you can have for them, and it's really awesome. So I'm probably going to be the constructor. Plus he's chubby, which I'm chubby, so it kind of fits. But overall, it's just an amazing game, and I have to congratulate Epic Games for making such a good game. It's been out in development for years, for like 6 to 8 years or something like that. It's a crazy amount of time, and they finally did it. It's been in alpha testing for like 2 years or so at least, for people to come on and play, but for everybody to get their hands on it now, it's just awesome, and you can see the response. There are lots of people streaming it, there are lots of people buying it, there are lots of people asking me, hey, do you have Fortnite? It's like, of course I have Fortnite. Fortnite's awesome. The one thing that I do want to say is I don't have many traps. I guess I have to craft more, but I wish there was like an easy hot button to craft more weapons. That would be awesome. Or not weapons, sorry, crafting traps, because I'm a trap guy. I used to play a lot of Orcs Must Die, and you heavily depend on your traps in that game. And I'm not too sure on this game. You kind of do. It's more of a balance between you shooting, using your abilities like the bull rush that I had that you saw me do earlier, and using traps for your fort. So overall, I just wanted to go over what I was going to be doing. I'm thinking I'm going to show you the I think there's 5 different type of missions that you can do. Don't quote me on that, but I've seen at least 3 or 4 of them, and I want to do either the top 2 or the top 3 missions to rank up that are easy to do, like guarding the van for Lars, I believe his name is. And there's another one where you guard the payload, which is pretty easy to do. You do have to build the tracks, and there's a certain way to do it, and I can show you that if you guys want me to. I'm happy to do that. And so then there's another one where you guard portals. Basically, the portals allow the husks to come through to the world besides the storms, and I think it activates the storms or whatever. And so they don't obviously want you to take down those portals, so you have to actually defend them. And most of the time, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, most of the time those portals are within the facility of each other. So they're not right next to each other, but they're, you know, a good stone throw away that you can go to it. And you have to build each base around it, and it's kind of like domination. You have to protect each of them, and I think if one gets destroyed, I think you lose. So it's really hard to do, and I'm sure it's even harder to do by yourself, but it's a really good mission, and I think I'm going to like it. I love domination in other games, so I think it's going to be a blast to play. I can play with you guys as well if you want to add me. You can see my name in the corner there where I am. But yeah, I want to do more videos on this. I just don't know what to do. Whether I'm doing building tactics, whether I'm showing you my home base, which I can definitely do, where you see it grow over time and how it looks and stuff. But yeah, I want to do that, and I don't know if I should do like weapons and which weapons to get and stuff like that, because it's all randomly generated. The cards that you get, where you get the cards, the loot that you get within the world, stuff like that. Always explore, guys. You'll always find treasure chests, or when you're searching certain items, whether it's a bookshelf or just a trunk or something like that. Sometimes you'll get rare cards, or you'll get trap cards or stuff like that. So make sure to do that. But yeah, I don't know what to do because it is all randomly generated. There are a bunch of puzzle pieces that put together that the dev team created, and there's hundreds of them, I think. And so the puzzles fit together, and it makes up your world. So you can't really be like, this is what you do on this level, this is what you do on that level. You're outside the tutorial levels, I believe. All of the missions are in different random areas, possibly the tutorial as well, but I'm not sure about that. I think it might be in the same place each time for that. But for all the other levels, all the other like harder missions that are pretty much the same, because you're pretty much doing the same thing, it's just different locations. You might be in the city, you might be in the woods, you might be in the marshlands, whatever. So it always depends and varies. You might be up on a hill, and somebody else's might be like, well, I was never up on a hill for that mission. And that's the good thing about having it being randomly generated. So anyways, I know I didn't show you much action. I apologize for that. I was recording for like 30 minutes, so I was like, I gotta stop the thing, otherwise sometimes recording kind of gets messy, and so it either stops or corrupts it or something. So usually I only record for about 30 minutes or an hour, but either way, I will definitely be doing more. I will be streaming, so you can catch me on there. I think I'll remind myself to put Twitch TV, my Twitch on the screen now. Otherwise, it's always down in the description. And you should also follow me on Twitter. I'll tell you when I go live, and so that you can keep up to date with me on there and anything else that I want to talk about. At some point, I am going to get affiliated on Twitch, so I'm doing my emotes early. And so that's going to be awesome. I might give you guys a preview of that when I get the sketches from my artists. So, but yeah, I'm incredibly excited to play Fortnite, and I played it for about an hour and a half, 2 hours really. and just learning everything and looking at everything. There's a complex menu system, and there's lots to do. There's upgrading your stuff. There's there's research points and skill points and loot and just everything. So I can't wait to go over that with you guys. But tell me what you want, and I'll see if I can't pull it off and do it for you guys. But yeah, this has been the Chaos Prophet saying don't get lost in the chaos. Later, guys, and be free.